it's kind of weird how like people like all the time I get like people ask my opinion on something. I was like, you're like FTA, what do you think about doing this game? Do you think I should get this, that? And it's like I never thought in a million years like I would have this like small group of people who would give a shit what I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice. I mean, it's nice, and I think Paul McCartney said it best. I know you're not a big Beatles fan, but I think Paul
Yeah.
McCartney said it best when he said, I mean, like, you can twist the words and make it wrap around us, but Paul McCartney put it best when he said, he goes, growing up and then doing this and doing that, and then when I got into the Beatles, everyone thought we were different, and, people walk up to me and say, your music saved me, or like, I love everything you do, or like, I just want to know this and I want to know that about you, and he goes, I just write some songs you like, and then he's like, all of a sudden it's like, no, you're not. You're not that guy. You're more. And like it's kind of like it suits us. For you, definitely. Not for me yet. I'm working there. Not for me yet. But for you, definitely. It's kind of like every person who on YouTube, anyways, who thinks Sonic the Hedgehog, will think playthrough, will think Hellfire commentary, will think fastest thing alive,
Yeah.
and then we'll think like,
Weird.
well, if I have a question, I know who to go to. And like I said in my Sonic Heroes playthrough, you are like in a Sonic encyclopedia. Like, it's an embarrassing thing to say, but like, and like you prove my point when in one of my videos I mentioned that Sonic Heroes was one of the last work that Dean Burstro did, and then you corrected me by saying it was actually Sonic Advance 3. And
Yeah.
and I remember responding like, that's why you're the Sonic encyclopedia. And you correct me, and it was great. But like, if you were to ask me, like I said before, if someone were to be like, you're gonna have like, not even that, like it's even gone beyond that. If someone were to walk up to me and be like, you're gonna have a casual conversation with fastest thing alive, you know, I would be like, first of all, who's that?
Yeah.
And then
Just like
it's all like timing. Like if I had a YouTube account and I knew you guys then, I'd be like, no way. But like if like a year ago someone would be like, you're gonna have a conversation with fastest thing alive, I'd be like, no way.
it's like if somebody told me, like before I started this account and shit, in like a year and a few months, there's gonna be like a small group of people, like say like roughly 1,000 people who are gonna, I don't want to say so much wait for your next video, like it'll be a group of 1,000 people who will willingly watch something you do and like give you feedback for it. I would have been like, fuck off, man, no way. Not gonna watch the shit I make.
Yeah, and it was like the same way for me with music. It's like, before they all learned to hate me, they're like, it was like if someone were to walk up to me and be like, you're gonna meet an amazing like the most amazing funk guitarist you've ever met in your life, along with the most grooving drummer you'll ever play with again, who can like understand your the way you play bass, and like, because when I play bass with the band, I wanted to play bass. I didn't want to play root notes. I didn't want to play licks. I wanted to play something so funky but strong in the back. But like the only way
Yeah.
that could happen is when a good drummer is there. And like I remember playing with like 8 other drummers before I ran into Dave, which is my old drummer's name. I remember I played with 8 other drummers, and I finally met him. And what Dave does, and like I'm a fast oriented slap player, so like I'll be playing stuff like bam 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 bam, like stuff like that, and like no one would, all of the drummers would look at me like, okay, first of all, we're gonna have to slow that down. But he did. Dave took it up a notch. Every mute I did with my thumb on the bass string, which bow, 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 the ticket down part would be the mute.
Yeah.
Every mute that happens, he would accent with his bass drum. And like that's a lot, because I would mute a lot, and that's like 1 foot just hitting the bass drum on a drum set.
Uh-huh.
And like I remember when he, like, that's a hard thing to concept, like, and he's only using 1 bass drum, so it's 1 foot, 1 pedal. And I remember when he told me that that's what he did to like offer that full sound, I was just blown away. 'Cause, like he was like, he goes, because I remember playing one song and I had to do a really fast part, and I was just so tired. I was like, I can't do this. He goes, what are you complaining about? Every mute you hit, I have to accent with my foot. I'm sweating over here. And like, if someone were to tell me you're gonna find like the perfect like band to have the funk around with, I'd look at them and be like, you're crazy. That's never gonna happen. And like it doesn't even happen now. Like I'm happy with my new band that I'm in. I love Shaboba. I love what I do. They're great people, and it's very melodic music as opposed to funk. But like the chemistry I had with them and the bond I had with them was definitely something different. Like it was brotherly, you know. We had like we did dares and whatnot, and we drank tea on the side. Like, every show we did, we had like little traditions. We would wait behind the stage and like do warm ups on scales and like stretch our bodies and like drink tea. I would be the one stretching and they would be the one like doing scales and practicing, and it was really fun. But you know, I'm happy with the new band, and if they ever somehow find this video and they hear me listening about them, I just want to say, Dave and Drew, I don't know. Let's get back to playing music. Fuck what happened in the past. We left in such a cliche rock way. I diddled a girl. Everyone got mad, and they were like, "You know what? You stink, man. You suck. We're not part of this band anymore." You
You're a
know?
rock star, man. What do I expect?
But we did have small talks. Like you know, we were all heading off in separate directions at the time. You know, high school's done and everything.
Hmm.
And like I remember, me and my guitarist, we had a conversation about getting back together, like for the summer and doing shows and recording the rest of the stuff we had. And
Uh-huh.
then that happened, so it was kind of like it was sealed. It was done. Like when that happened and everyone learned to hate each other, it was kind of just like, yeah, don't expect a reunion anytime soon. And I think the only person who's on good terms with me is the singer, and you know, he's all the way in Albany, so it doesn't really count. Which is like around New York, and I live around like Boston, so don't expect anything to happen anytime soon.
Have you recorded any of like songs? Like, did you like get any like studio time to record stuff on?
We recorded a demo, and we were gonna record the rest of the songs we had. We had a lot of songs, like we had like 20 odd songs, and then we had like 5 other songs that never really went far, but got as far as the lyrics and a few riffs and drum beats.
Mm-hmm.
And we did do a recording of a demo that you know a few songs are up on our page, on the
Oh,
command and
nice.
commentary page. But it's upsetting though because towards the end, well, okay, it's upsetting because one, the songs that we did record weren't our funky songs. So like if
Uh-huh.
you were to listen, they were more of our serious songs because they were you know for getting gigs and whatnot. Because nobody wants to hear a song about like partying or funking around and whatnot.
I took some funky weed last night.
Boom, 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 you know.
I've always wondered though about writing a song. Like, obviously, like you write the lyrics, yeah, and then like I imagine that you write the lyrics and obviously you write the beat. Now, does what comes first, the like melody or the lyrics? Because I always remember there's a line in the Disney classic 101 Dalmatians when Roger is like writing songs, and like his wife is like, what about the lyrics? And and Roger kind of goes like, melody comes first and then lyrics. So essentially,
Um,
is that how you write? Would you like would say like you or the guitar player like come up with like say like, hey guys, I've got an awesome tune like digga 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 bound ba down whatever, and then someone goes, okay, that sounds good, I'll write some lyrics to it? Or would like somebody would say like your guitar player like writes a beat and like your lyrics guy would write some lyrics and then you just meld them together? Or how would you do that?
like I said, entering like there's a different universe between Groove Pavement, which is the old band I was in, and Shabolba, which is the new band I'm in. With Shabolba, it's like how you explained it. My guitarist John walks up to me, Anana, if you will. He walks up to me and he says, I've written this song, you know, come on over, let's rehearse it. We live like 5 minutes away from each other. So
Uh-huh.
I drive to his place, he shows me at, and I try my best. Like, I'm only gonna tell you as a bassist, because that's all I know. Well, actually, I know piano and a little bit of guitar, but that doesn't count. I'm gonna tell you from what I know the most, bass.
Yeah.
As a bassist, he writes the songs and he does that and he shows it to me. And as a bassist, I think to myself, you know, there's bassists out there who play this and probably play the root of the root of the chord, which is like if he plays a G chord, I'm gonna play the G and not go beyond that. So
Uh-huh.
as a bassist, I think I wanna add the melody to the song, like make the bass sing in a way. So
Yeah.
that's how I did it with Shabolba. With Groove Pavement though, so like John writes different parts for different songs, and then like he copies and pastes them into different places to see if it fits. He's a
Uh-huh.
really good songwriter and amazing singer, and you know, and eventually, you know, somehow we end up with a new song.